Welcome to Alpha Gal Home Cook.
I wanted to share a quick look in my pantry so that you can see how we separate our foods in a shared household. We don't cook any mammal in the home, but we do have foods in the home that do contain mammal and gluten, which I can't have. So here's a quick look at what I have in my pantry and how we keep it separated. All right, so here's a quick look at my pantry and all of the foods we have except for those that are maybe just things that are in stock or things that are for baking, which I rarely ever do actually. So over here, I know a lot of people are always looking for snack ideas and things like that. This is kind of my snack corner right here. I buy these at Walmart, Costco. A lot of grocery stores carry the That's It bars, and everywhere you can find Lara bars. So these are the things that I have just for a quick grab. And I always have one of these in my EpiPen bag, which I'll share at some point and show you what I have in my EpiPen bag. And then I have the nuts. I throw those in my purse, and I often have one of these. The other great thing about these is when I'm out and about and I can't find anything to eat and I have hunger, I can just grab them and go. And then over here I have my bread and tortilla chips. A lot of times I'll use tortilla chips in place of tortillas, but I do have the Mission gluten-free tortillas. The problem with those is, for me personally, is that I don't like them uncooked. So usually whenever I make something with them, I put it in the air fryer. Down here I have some extras of things, my oatmeal, some granola that I found at Costco that is safe for me. Hopefully I'll eat some of that before it's no good anymore, but it's kept for a while now. And then I have an extra package of rice ramen that'll last me quite some time because I don't eat that very often either. Here I have some more oatmeal, some nutritional yeast, grits. This is my dry products. I even have some instant potatoes for when I really just want something super quick to eat, and I can just boil some water in my tea kettle, mix the water with these potatoes, put a little vegan butter in it, and I have something quick and easy to eat when I don't have an appetite but I'm hungry. I do use liquid IV. This is fantastic for when I'm dehydrated or if I get sick, when I'm out in the heat, things like that. This is good to use. This is my rice bin. I have a variety of rices. You can see here we go through quite a bit of rice in general. This is basmati that I had before I found these two on sale. And then I really like these rice packets for when I'm making rice bowls and things. If I don't have, like if it's for lunch and I don't have leftover rice, I usually get these at Walmart for less than $2, about $1.80 something, which isn't cheap in my estimation, but it's fairly priced. But these they only have one or two more ingredients. They're still Alpha Gal free, and I get these at Dollar Tree for $1.25. The jasmine rice and the cilantro lime are both safe in the Eat Regal special brand at Dollar Tree, but the jasmine rice, all of the rices from Mahatma are safe, and you can see here they have very basic ingredients. Over here I have my noodle station. So I have Thai noodles, I have some pasta, I have what's left of my first bag of ramen, and I have some rice vermicelli back there. A friend of mine found these at a store in Nashville for 99 cents a box. And so she grabbed two of these and sent them to me to try. So I thought that was very sweet of her. And over here I have all my beans. I'm a little low on beans right now. I need to get some black beans. I usually have those in stock, and grab some more northern beans. But I also use dry beans. I have some field peas, which I've learned to really like. Some dry black-eyed peas. And then up here I have the tomato-based products. So I have some Tabasco, I have some soups that are tomato-based, and then I have my diced tomatoes. I have some Hernandez salsa casera that I grabbed when I was at the Dollar Tree. And I do use the Ortego original taco sauce. I have never had an issue with this. It's the only one that I have tried because I'm just not willing to risk anything, and I've always been very sensitive to the alpha-gal in my food. So Down here, I have my dried fruit. I have ginger chunks that I bought at Costco. These have lasted me probably 6 months, because I snack on them just every now and then when I'm, you just want to pop something in your mouth and have a little snack. Those work great because one is enough. They're a little spicy. And then I have raisins and dates, and I have some pumpkin and some mandarin oranges, just if I decide I want to make something with those. This is my extras bin. In my extras bin, I have my popcorn, I have my canned meats, I have a little jar of mayo that I bought when I was traveling but never opened. I have little extras that I would put in a dish, like a Mexican dish or a Asian dish or something like that. I have some kimchi. I like to eat that every now and then, sometimes in bowls. And then I have some coconut milk, coconut aminos. I use that instead of soy sauce. I have an extra thing of tahini. I like to make sauces out of that, like dressings and things. I have some balsamic vinegar that's safe for me, and then some canned salmon that was on sale at one of my local grocery stores. Over here, I have my nuts and seeds. So I have a no added sugar from Jif that I found when I was traveling, and I wanted some peanut butter, and I had forgotten my fresh ground peanut butter from the store. When I buy this at Ingles near me, it's not expensive at all for a little thing like this. I'm sure a whole jar of it would be pretty costly, but that's not bad at all. I use dried peanuts sometimes on some of my Asian inspired dishes. I have walnuts that I put in my oatmeal. I have almonds to snack on and to chop up and put in salads. I have hemp hearts, and then I also have pumpkin seeds and chia seeds. Let's see, down here I keep my chicken stock. I buy that by the box at Costco, but there are safe brands at Walmart. And then I think that is about it, other than to point out that I have 2 shelves that are marked safe, and my husband is not allowed to put any of his less healthy foods on that shelf. His diet is clean when he eats with me, but not always when he eats by himself. And then the only thing on these shelves that is safe for me is anything that's in that bin that I said was my tomato-based products over there. And that's it. That's what my pantry looks like. Those are the types of foods that I always have on stock. Before I go, there was one other thing that I wanted to mention that I know my fellow allergy sufferers who live in a shared household will completely relate to. And that is that you saw 2 shelves and a little bit of overflow for safe foods. And then my husband has kind of 2 shelves with sparse amount of his foods on them. When we first started this journey a year and a half ago, a little over a year and a half ago, this was completely the opposite. I barely had anything to eat. I didn't know what to eat. I didn't have more than a small space on one shelf. And now it's all turned around the other way. So it's possible. You can do it. And I wish you all luck. Let me know if you have any questions.